I got like 3 mic stands, but I don't know which one I want to use. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to day 3 times take 3 of I don't know what episode this is. It's like 48 or something like that. It's November 5th, 2018, at 9 o'clock. I tried recording this yesterday, but I was like really pizza drunk. So I was like really I was talking really slower than usual. I was like talking away from the mic, just like that. But no burp. Still pizza drunk because yesterday I ordered the pizza because I had a bit of a date. Yeah, getting it in. Yeah, but ordered some pizza like a gentleman, but they came late. They came late, about 15 minutes late. It wasn't really that bad. I wasn't even that mad at them. I called them. I'm like, hey, they're trying to see what's up. Hey, when was my pizza gonna get here? She's like, oh, it's coming now. It's coming the next whatever. Right? They came late basically. And today, the next day, they sent me an email saying, oh, we're sorry for being late. Again, I didn't really trip about it. I guess they sent me an email because I wasn't an asshole about it. Anyway, they sent me an email saying, hey, free pizza. You want a free pizza? Get the shit. And I'm like, all right. So I got a free large pizza with everything for free, basically. So that was cool. Get you some stars for that Pizza Hut. Okay. But yeah, the point? What happened? Well, why haven't I been uploading? Because just a lot of shit, man. Just a lot of shit. Finally, after these 2 weeks, I can finally start getting back to being normal again, somewhat. My money isn't being saved for anything. Well, it's being saved for one big thing, but that's not until February. That's, when I said I was supposed to be moving. Whether it's still Vegas or not, I'm not sure. Anyway, these last 2 weeks. Last episode I was talking about, we were supposed to, me and GUmp City Con were supposed to be performing at Montgomery's Comic Con, which is the GUmp City Con. How did it turn out? It happened. It basically happened. That's basically what happened, man. It wasn't much. It wasn't like last year. You know, right? It wasn't. And even if we didn't do good last year, it didn't look like it because of the mere picture. Last year was Instagram stunt mode. Like, you could take a selfie with the amount of people that were at least looking at the stage, and people will call it a success. That's but this year it was the complete opposite. We already had the problem trying to work clean and all that stuff, but it was an experience. I think I still speak for everybody at GUmp City Comedy that we are happy and we appreciate being able to perform at that venue, at that event. But it was a shit show, and I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. And based on from what I hear, not that I'm gonna be in town anyway. Based on relationships in the people who ran the con, I don't think Montgomery will have their 3rd year of a Comic-Con. I don't think. I hope. That'd be nice. Maybe they'll learn from this one and just keep it in a smaller venue and limit the tickets and just kind of keep it at that. Yeah, they'll try to invite everybody over. They had a lot of celebrities, a lot more celebrities than last year. And I heard there was a lot of money lost because of it. Anyway, this last week, I have been away. I was actually this past week. I was supposed to have a lot of content, but I don't think I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it like once. Last week, took a vacation, my first official vacation, because I got invited to go to a cruise, but not just any cruise. It was a wrestling cruise. It was Chris Jericho's Rocker and Wrestling Rager, right? So I got invited to do that. I didn't know what to expect there. It was kind of nerve wracking. The whole trying to just get on the boat, figuring out what paperwork you need to bring. Like on paper, it seems like you need a lot, like passports and data birth certificates and IDs and all this shit. And if you don't, they won't let you on the boat. So it's like kind of panicky. I'm like, dude, we driving for fucking 11 hours to get to Miami, and it'd be fucked up if we just happen to forget one document and now we can't get on it at all, right? That'd be fucked up. But luckily we didn't. Luckily we didn't. We couldn't. And everybody got on the cruise. It was me, Jason, Fifi, past guest on the show, his wife, and Aaron. Aaron, that is the main guy who invited us on to the cruise. But everything was fine. Everything was fun. It was a really cool experience. It's just like you living the rich life without actually being rich, which everything in the middle was fine except getting on the cruise and getting off of it, because I don't like really panicky environments, and that's how it felt. Everybody was in a rush, or it just got under my skin. Plus they held they might as well held me at gunpoint. How serious they were about, because I apparently owed them $2 because they have like a money system on the cruise. If you ever been to a cruise, I guess all of them are like this. I'm not sure, but I guess because they're not connected to any type of internet or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why they do it, but you have to have money in their account. I'm going to say bank. You have to put money in their bank for you to spend money on the boat, right? So like, say if I'm using cash, I have to bring a minimum of $150 and go to their cash and give them cash, and then they give me a card with that money on it, right? And that was kind of frustrating as well, because since it was no internet, if you didn't download the app before, like I said, it was a lot of stuff you had to do and all paperwork and all that stuff, and downloading the app was one of those things. I forgot to download the app. I couldn't get it until we got all the way to the Bahamas. And this app, this what allows you to check your balance. You be able to get on the cruise's Wi-Fi for free and check your balance of your card. Which, if you didn't, you'd be kind of like riding blind. You have to really pay attention to how much money that you're spending. On top of they're actually like charging you every day for like gratuity charges. Which, I don't know, it's a lot of money being spent for very little, you know, if you're not paying attention. So, my first day on the cruise is kind of ruined a little bit because of, one, we had to drive from Montgomery, Alabama to Florida, to Miami, all the way to the fucking tip, right? And that took forever. And then we rushed, and we got there right on time. Well, we got there right on our scheduled time at 10:30 to board the ship, but we didn't board the ship for like another, after like doing all the checking the paperwork, the birth certificate, the IDs and passports and all this stuff. We still waited like damn near hour and a half to actually get on the boat, and after that they checked. They checked, like, did they check my ID one more time? No. They gave us, by time now, they gave us the ship's version of a debit card. They gave us that, and that's the thing we supposed to hold on to the whole time. They checked that. And then me personally, since I had to use cash, I had to go to the cruise's guest service desk, where fucking everybody was at. Fucking everybody was there, right? So, wait in line for another 30-40 minutes just to put $150 on my account. Then I have to spend another $30 for a unlimited soda package, because I wasn't gonna buy the $60-70 worth of alcohol. I wasn't gonna do that. If I drink, I drink, but I'm drinking more soda than anything. Plus, water was scarce. On top of the water, it was like the cups. Me and the three other people that was on the cruise with me, we all complained about like the size of the cups. The size of the cup was like okay, the size of your mouse. Size of your mouse on your computer is so tiny. So it's like baby sippy cup small. Like they had fucking 100,000 of those cups, but still, it was so small. Like I like I might as well just stand right in front of the machine, drink, and then refill 3 or 4 times. But it's just minor things. I've complained about it, but the whole cruise in whole was really fun, and I'm happy that that I didn't have to pay a dime to technically get on. To get on the cruise, like pay for the ticket. But like I said, I complained about a bunch of stuff, but like I really enjoyed myself after getting on the cruise finally, and before having to leave. The sleeping situation was pretty fun too. It was pretty hijack, but I got to sleep because of my snoring and stuff. Right? I tried to be nice one night. Out of the 5 nights, one night I slept. I came in pretty late. Everybody was already asleep. For some reason, everybody was like going to sleep on time and shit. So I came in pretty late, like 1, 2 o'clock, and I snuck. And I went and slept on the balcony, which was on the ship, to look out into the ocean. And it was so pretty, dude. It was so fucking pretty. It was not just one of those nights where everything was pitch fucking black. It was like romantic moon shining on the ocean sea type shit, man. I was sleeping underneath that, and the moon was so fucking bright. Like, goddamn, man. It was cool. It was like a nice cool little breeze. It's a little salty, but sleeping underneath the moon in the middle of the ocean was really like, it was like a pretty cool experience. Besides like because I had to, since I was sleeping on the balcony, there's no bed out there, of course. I slept on these 2 couches, not couches, 2 little lawn chairs, and I put together and put a rolled up 2 dry towels for back support. Put that on my back. It's like living in like poverty in like with the best view. That's how I felt like, you know. So coming back home where I don't have a view, but like my bed felt like 20 times better. But yeah, but the wrestling. Oh yeah, I brought it up because I was supposed to actually have like a bunch of content, right? I was supposed to bring some recording equipment to bring on the cruise, to like talk to wrestlers and stuff like that. But you know what? And like I made a decision like really close to right before I left. Like I wasn't gonna record. I wasn't gonna do the Whomst anything, because one, I couldn't find any time to do it anyway. It's like all the places outside, everybody was loud all the way up to like 1 o'clock in the morning, and for some reason, like they basically kicked us out. They kicked us out from being like on the balcony, like say on the top deck, just looking down into the ocean. They kicked us all out when it's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. That's like, go back inside. Like, you don't have to go back in. Usually it's something going on, like whether the casino bar is open or it's a band playing, but they don't want you outside for some reason, even though, especially like the night that where I fell asleep under the moon, that was like the only night that the actual moon was out, and outside was bright. So I guess they wanted everybody out so they can clean up the deck. But anyway, but yeah, I made a decision to just not record because I didn't want to be busy. I was like, before this, like, y'all know that I've been like super like stressed out and busy, like for the last 3 months before this trip. The ex-girlfriend and her kid, and that whole situation of me breaking up with her and all that shit. and basically trying to get my money back right, like trying to get bills again, trying to basically everything, trying to get everything back to zero, so I can like relax. And I've been just stressed out for like the last year, man. Just no time to fucking think, and so I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to try to enjoy myself these 5 days on the cruise, and I did. I really did. Well, tried to, but I did. I spent about like $30-$40 on cigars, which doesn't seem like a lot, but the cigars are pretty cheap on this cruise. Found a cigar bar after like the second day, which I was kind of pissed off about because was kind of my fault too, since I'm such a good commentator, like talking to people and shit like that. My social skills are up. At first it was just me. I found a place. I'm like, this place is cool, it's clean. Once I finally get a cigar, I'm gonna smoke that. It's gonna be fun. Then I invited I invited Aaron, the guy who bought all the tickets, because he smoked cigars. We smoked cigars. It was cool. And then 2 people came in, and then more people, and then the fucking place just filled out. And luckily it was in like the middle of the day, so people didn't stay. People wanted to still go around the cruise, go eat and go watch wrestling and shit like that, and watch Chris Jericho talk for the 4th time. Like, that's what people wanted to go do. But after like the second day on the cruise, the fucking cigar bar became everybody's fucking spot. And I was like, shit. The little time that I wanted to like sit down and fucking write, and that was the place for me. That was the only quiet place, right? And I remember this one night in particular. I want to say it was like the third or fourth night, right? And I brought Jason and his wife Amanda to the cigar bar. We're just gonna smoke. We're gonna smoke. No, they was gonna come with me to do their smoke break, and then they were gonna leave. I was gonna stay, smoke my cigar, and then write while I was alone, right? But nope. Quickly after we got there, two people that I met before, that morning, yeah. 2 people I met that morning came in, and they started talking, and it's fucking shit show. It was so weird, and I was like so apologetic to Jason, and especially Amanda, who got up the blunt of all like this weird vibe that one of the cruise members came in with. He was a Mexican dude. Well, the two that came in after me, Jason, and Amanda came in to the cigar bar. It was his two friends. One else up. Shit. I want to say Iranian, right? Pakistani, one of them, and the other guy, he was Mexican. The Mexican dude who faked his name Jose, but his name was actually Gerson. They sat down and talking. Gerson started like, cause he was fucking wasted. I guess they had the alcohol package, but he was fucked up, and he was just talking loud and being super like aggressive, not like physically, but like talking, just how he talked to people. It was like, Jesus, dude, chill, just relax, right? Jason and Amanda aren't exactly like wrestling fans, right? I'm not really a wrestling fan. I just happened to watch WWE before, so I knew what to come into this cruise expecting. But what was on this cruise was a Ring of Honor, a little bit of TNA Impact, and a little bit of New Japan. So it was like more indie, slightly indie. I guess the more popular indie wrestlers coming into this cruise. So it wasn't going to be your Triple H's and your fucking Undertakers on this cruise or anything like that. they had a few of those legends from there, but none of them were wrestling besides Chris Jericho. So if you didn't know about that, so when he asked were they wrestling fans, like he expected them to say yeah. So when Jason and Amanda said no, not really, we got invited just to basically be there, just to be on a cruise. Never been on a cruise before, and he like, and this Mexican dude just went ham. He was like, "Oh, so you don't give a shit, huh? You don't give a shit." They was like, "No, we care. Just we just came for a cruise." You're like, "Oh yeah, you just don't care. You don't care. You don't care. You don't care. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck." Like, all up in their face. And I'm like, "Oh my god, dude! If I get into a fight with some dude, what's gonna happen to me? Am I gonna get like sent to my room? Am I gonna get arrested in the Bahamas? Like, what the fuck is gonna happen, right?" So it was like 10 of the longest minutes of him just like, basically, because if you don't know Jason, my friend, friend of the show, right? Jason, he's very like, he explains things, you know, instead of like just giving simple answers. Majority of the time, like most people do, he tends to explain himself. So that style of like communication with this Mexican Jose's, him being drunk and just like, I don't give a fuck, you know, being like super aggressive. It just what they were just clashing. It was Jason tried to explain himself like, no, I'm not. I'm a fan. I enjoy the concept of wrestling, of what the WWE does like that, and he just kept interrupting. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. You don't give a fuck. But he got saved. Because basically, what the fuck? It was a lot that one night. Basically, we just started like fucking with him, because even the Mexican dude's friend knew that he was fucked up. He was kind of like letting us do our thing. So he started asking people what was their job. The Mexican dude asked Amanda what she does. Asked Jason what he does for a living. He came to me. I was like, I'm a comedian or whatever. Just made up some shit. Then we went to him. I was like, what do you do? He was like, I save crack babies. I was like, what? What you say? You save crack babies? He's like, yeah, it's a weird job. And he got into detail about it. At first, it started off as a joke to fuck with him. Like, you save crack, how do you save crack babies? Huh? You just stop doing coke? That's what you do, right? He's like, no, it's more complicated than that. Of course, I knew it was more complicated than that, but he finally went into detail about it. It took him fucking forever, but he was like, I'm one of the dudes that studies how to, like, say a woman has been doing cocaine while pregnant, and then the baby comes out, of course, like a coke baby, as a crack baby. So they try to find medicines or some type of way to wean the baby off of the coke, or I'm not sure how he worded it, but he was like, some type of medicine that dilutes the coke out of the baby without having like dramatic effects on the baby, or do it while it's still a fetus in the mother. So something that'll like keep the use of coke away from this fetus while it's still growing in the mother. And he kept saying stuff like, oh, it was really hard to do stuff to do like that, and kept bringing up that he was mad at the mothers, which I understood. But like I said, it was a joke at first, how he worded it. He was like, yeah, I saved crack babies. But it came a joke, but it came pretty serious. I'm like, oh, you got a pretty cool job then. Cool. Like, just imagining this this drunk ass Mexican dude working on fetuses. It was just weird. But then he got a text message, which the best thing of the whole cruise, I think, in my opinion, just fucking with this dude. I still had the text in my phone and everything. We all don't have data, but for some reason, I guess he got the cruise's internet, which I'm gonna get into that too. That was some bullshit. But Jose, he gets a text from someone back at home, and I'm like, "Oh, you got a text?" And he's like, "Oh, no, he got the text, right?" And then the room kind of got quiet because after he did the whole spill about what he does at his job, saving coke babies, he get a text. He looks at it and goes, "Fucking bitch." This fucking bitch texting me, costing me 50 cents. And I was like, damn, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? What's wrong with you, man? He was like, man, this girl back home checking on me and shit, seeing if I'm okay. He's still kind of drunk, or he's playing like he's drunk, but he's loud. He was like, this fucking bitch. How is she checking on me and she costing me 50 cents? You ain't worth 50 cents, bitch. He was like going off on his on the cell phone, right? But he's not texting her because, of course, it's going to cost him 50 cents too. But I'm like, yo, is that your girlfriend or something? He's like, nah, man. I'm like, she should be then. She should be your girlfriend since she like checking on you when you're on your cruise, man, making sure you're alive. That's all she doing. Yeah, it's going to cost you, but it's only 50 cents. He was like, then give me $1 then. I was like, I ain't got $1 on me right now, but I can text her for you if you. I don't get charged for that. Later I found out that I don't get charged, but I couldn't send it until I got on land with my own data, and that wasn't until like 2 days later when I got back home. Because T-Mobile, or I guess my family mobile, I guess in this case, doesn't go all the way in the Bahamas, which now I know. I'm gonna have to give me an old expensive ass cell phone plan if I wanted to move to the Bahamas. But he's like, this bitch texting me, checking on me and shit. I'm like, Jesus, dude. Basically, I tried to hook him up with the girl that I know that he likes, man. Like him and the friend saying that, oh, she ugly or whatever. I'm like, so that don't mean shit. What I've learned with this last relationship, man, you don't marry the dime. You don't marry the perfect girl. Yeah, because if it doesn't work out, it's gonna hurt you, man. So yeah, even if she is ugly, I haven't seen a picture of her, but I said, man, she checking up on you. She care about you, dude. That's what you got to go for. But him being drunk or pretending to be drunk, he just wasn't hearing it. But but the funniest thing was, some more people came into the room and got into the conversation. And I kept adding people who kept coming in the room like, hey, what do you think about his girlfriend situation? And then I think I had like 8 people in the room. And I was like, I'll text her, dude. Give me her number right now. give me her number. I'll text her for you. And I think I texted her something like, hey, how you doing? My name's George. I'm sitting right next to Gerson, which is Jose's real name, I guess. Sitting right next to Gerson, and he was like, he likes you. He really, really likes you. Like Garfield loves lasagna. Like, just made up some dumb shit. She didn't text me back, so I don't know if he got to her beforehand or what the fuck happened. So she never texted me in response. So hopefully I hope that I tied that knot for him, helped him out. But the wrestlers, yeah. I got sidetracked. I didn't bring the recording stuff because especially once I got there and I actually started seeing the wrestlers, the big star wrestlers like Cody, who aka Cody Rhodes, like he don't go by Rhodes when he's in Ring of Honor, I guess because of contract or whatever, but Cody is his real name, blah blah. I don't know. But the big stars like Cody and Chris Jericho, stuff like that, you wouldn't catch them unless they were like drunk in the middle of the night or something like that. And because we're on a cruise, people gonna see you. So especially if you got this very colorful hair and you have 6 people following you, of course we're gonna see you. Like some people like DDP, who I almost accidentally called him Kevin Nash because look, man, they're both old, tall ass white dudes. So, but DDP, he was walking, and yeah, he's super like you can see him from a mile away, tall ass white dude, but he only be walking with like one person, like no one. He didn't act like someone was out to get him and shit like that. So plus everybody respected him, and nobody would like surround him. People were actually really super like respectful to a lot of the wrestlers, at least from what I saw. Anyway, maybe not to like maybe Cody or the bigger name people where they couldn't walk off. But usually when people see wrestlers, they'll like wave at them, and if they don't seem busy, they'll jump on, hey, can I get a picture? Blah blah blah. But nothing too disrespectful. But a lot of the lower class wrestlers, the one in Ring of Honor, I can't say the names. I'm terrible with names. Like the Villain and the Bruce brothers. I'm butchering that goddamn name. Just basically those people, they were really cool, having a conversation with you, and they'll sit down and drink with you and smoke a cigar or whatever. Even if they had matches that day, they'll still sit down and just fuck around and shit, right? Because technically they were on vacation too, right? You know what? And they'll sit in the pool, swim and shit like that, just like normal ass people. So it would feel weird for me to be like, hey, could you spend 20 minutes of your time just talking shit? Like, I don't even know you. Plus that's the thing too. Like, yeah, I'm a wrestling fan, but it's not like it's WWE. Honestly, like I watch WWE. Like, if I watch Ring of Honor as much as I watch WWE, then yeah, I'll probably feel more comfortable having a regular conversation with these people because I know who they are. Which is kind of backwards now I think about it, because if I don't know them, then I can have a regular conversation with them without being like a super fan of them. You know what I mean? So I should have brought something, but it just felt weird. Like, they was here for a job and be on vacation, so I didn't want to bother them. But a lot of them were really cool. Like I said, we'll sit down, drink a few beers with us, smoke a few cigars with us and everything. They were just cool ass people. You meet their wives and shit like that. Anybody was a dickhead? No, I don't think. No, well, that plus I don't think you wanted to be a dickhead since you couldn't go anywhere too. So I missed out on Rey Mysterio. That's the one thing I was actually really pissed off about, because I saw that he was like on the schedule, but like I got busy doing something else, and he left to go get a plane from the Bahamas. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll see him coming back on the boat. No, I heard that then somebody tells me that he fucking left earlier in the day. I'm like, fucking piece of shit. What else? But then the last day, man, just trying to enjoy myself. The whole cruise was basically, I didn't bring anything extra with me. I should have brought more clothes, but like I didn't bring anything else extra with me because I just wanted to enjoy myself and take my mind off everything. But you know, it didn't take my mind off anything. I was like, my mind was just racing, man, the majority of the time. So I couldn't, like, I hate that I just couldn't sit down and relax the way that I wanted to. And it's nobody's fault. It's my own. So yeah, that's the only thing that kind of like messed up the cruise for me, is my own brain. And then come back to reality. Come back home. We get home late. We get home at like fucking midnight and shit. And I gotta go. Then I have to wake up 2 hours later to get ready for work. I should have called off. But come back to work and people already being petty. I'm like, dude, I'm like, motherfucker, I was rich. Like, 30, not even like 12 hours ago. I was fucking made. I was a made man. I was better than this motherfucker. Shit, man. It was like, I felt like I had like jet lag, man. I was tired for like, I'm still tired. That's why like I keep postponing. This is like the third take of trying to record this simple ass podcast of me just reminiscing about what happened these last 2 weeks, which is really fucking nothing. Oh yeah, the Bahamas. I enjoyed myself. Thought I was gonna get lost. It was like they dropped us off in like the downtown Nassau, Bahamas. Just a bunch of little shops, a bunch of little flea markets and shit like that, and souvenir shops, which is all they're all selling the same goddamn thing. But I wish you had like a few regular shops. Like I found one regular retail store, which I can see people actually shopping in, but I could at least in a little bit of time of me not having a car there, I'm like I couldn't find like just a grocery store. What can I just find? Bahamas grocery store. Like I know these motherfuckers eat. Right? Like all these asses, I know goddamn well these motherfuckers are eating somewhere. Like, but no, I found like I found a not a drive-through, but a walk-through Burger King. That was about the only American thing I could find there. Is a Burger King, and it was like you can go in like normal, but they also had a window that you can go to if you're just like really on the go. But thought that was funny. The little Bahamian women, or it could just be Jamaican women. Who knows? All of them taking all my fucking money because they're poking at my insecurities, coming up to me like, "Hello, handsome," and they're like Jamaican accent and shit. I'm like, God damn it, you're gonna take all my money. Stop calling me handsome, you fucking asshole. And then one of them who I bought the most stuff from I spent about $30 in her little shop, even though again all of them was selling the same fucking thing. I know goddamn well all of them didn't build all these little wooden statues, and they all just happen to be the fucking same, selling the same t-shirts and all that shit. But there's one lady in particular, she got my attention, and then after I bought a tiki mask from her. The first thing I bought, that was legit the first thing I actually thought was cool there. It's like a tiki mask. Of course I want goddamn tiki mask. She lowered the price for me, which is still a bit much, but I'm like, whatever. So I'm gonna spend the money. I had the idea of spending all that money anyway, so might as well. Fuck it. But then after I bought the tiki mask, she's like, okay, check this out. I'll give you this Bahamas bracelet for free. And as she was putting the bracelet on, she had to like tie it up, and she put my hand on her titty while she was tying the Bahama bracelet on my wrist. So I'm like, God, she got me. Oh, she's a really good salesperson. Like if salespeople on the phone could somehow get your hand to touch their titty, like that'd be some like futuristic shit. Like in the future, like all my money just gone. God damn it, taking all my fucking money like I'm a virgin. Putting my hand on her titty. Anyway, it was short lived. Like it's supposed to be a trip to Bahamas, but really you only there for about it's about 8 hours. If you get off the bus, off the cruise, immediately the moment they say, hey, you can leave off the cruise, and then come back at the last minute, you only gonna be there for about 8 hours, which is a decent amount of time. But how when they like are advertising for like cruises, like, oh, we're going from Miami to Bahamas, you'll think you're gonna be there all day. You can have the option of sleeping in the cruise ship, or you can like go out there and find like a hotel or something, but spend a night. Like have time to go fuck around. But no, it's really just hurry up and get out there. You have to have a game plan. Like if I go back to the Bahamas now, yeah, I know what to do now. I know where places are. I know how to read a map. This is the first time I actually had to read a physical map and everything. So like if I go again, it'll be a lot easier. I think, but But yeah, if you going in there blind, you feel like you get lost. You feel like you're getting gypped a lot of times, but you can't say anything because this isn't your city or your country or whatever. But yeah, if you want to go with a group, or no, I can't even say that because I actually had a pretty decent time by myself because I can just kind of move around. My group in particular, no offense to them, it's just too many smoke breaks. Like I smoke, but goddamn, man. But now I'm home. Still trying to get that lag off me, that cruise ship lag off me. Finally trying to get some real sleep. But I've been too busy, so maybe finally after recording this one, I can actually lay down, don't play the game. I can actually get serious and about start doing the stuff that I got plans to. So, you know what? I'm gonna end it right here because basically that's all that happened. It was fun. It was long as hell. My feet hurt from walking constantly. We ate so much fucking food. I don't even know how much. I didn't really get full. You know what? I didn't really get full until I got back home. The food that they were serving on the cruise didn't really get you full, which I kind of appreciated that. Like I said, I didn't start getting full until I started eating the food in America, which is fucking stupid. But I'm gonna try to get some sleep. So hopefully next week I can actually get back to my regular routine. Start reading this news, and people aren't gonna listen to this. And I ain't gonna tell people to vote. I'm not gonna tell people to vote because I might not. Fuck. I gotta make my paper. Fuck it, man. People gonna handle it. I got hope in my people. Hopefully. I'm gonna drink some soda. I'm gonna go to bed. See y'all later. Thanks for listening.